Yeah.
What do you want? We don't have to know each other. I don't owe you any answers. Go away. Some of us are trying not to be found. Some of us just... Fuck. Fuck! I should have been there for him. I was, once. Have to get rid of these clothes. I'll be fine as soon as I... Gods, what am I gonna do? No, nobody can help. I got myself into this mess. It's my fault, all of it. Can't go back to third board, can't go through Eagle's Reach. This place is just fucked, it's all fucked.
We should leave him be. Let him find his own way.
Aren't you? Get lost.
We've got more guests, dear. Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe Fjord's gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. I suppose I'll have to give him that. But if you tell him I said that, I'll deny it to my dying day. Besides, Quilici and I did just as much to help people out. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. Oh, I didn't move to Fjord until I was 20. Or somewhere around there, give or take a few years. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerti. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. A girl's gotta eat sometime. In fact, there are. But I'd spent the better part of my childhood in them. I had to go out and find new ruins to get lost in. Have you no sense of adventure, Envoy? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. As much as I'd love to, you don't travel with the kitchen. I can't promise anything. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked. Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Me? Well, I suppose that's an option. I'd need help, of course, but I'd at least ask for it. I'll think on it. Maybe it'd be a nice retirement plan for Quilici and me.
Governor Yatsley. I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling? Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? It was an accident, and I paid for it. My parents refused to buy me more spellbooks for years. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire, just flames crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls. No, there's someone else there, but it's like I'm a ghost. They can't see or hear me. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. Just the noise. A low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. and it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. I could always use more. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? If such a thing is even possible, for me at least. What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
I'm trying to remember the academic term for something that's driving me mad. Good evening. Not before I've done some reading.
Good. Now, as I was saying...
Singing sand. We feel the essence seep from the ruins. Time tempers a rocky surface smoothed by a spring rain. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. They burned us. They trampled over us. This is their way. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss to survive. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? A bird in flight, a stag runs free. We knew this once. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? 4 arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
I'm sorry, but those are our options if you want to reopen the mines.
There is no if. We must reopen them. But if you think we're about to let Adir go and take our...
We've no designs upon them. Again, I only want the mines running for Thirdborn. Ah! You must be the envoy. I hoped you might stop by. Welcome to the mines.
I see the sands didn't swallow you whole.
We've been discussing how best to reopen these sulfur mines. Sulfur's a key ingredient in gunpowder, which is crucial for Thirdborn's defense. Our objective is simple. Restart production in the old Pogrunan mines so Thirdborn can arm themselves. They need sulfur to have a chance against the Dream Thralls, and we...
And you need to sanitize the name of Adir. After what happened in Fior.
True, but moreover, we need to make sure we're not the only ones taking on the threat in Shatterscarp. Our efforts went well, until the spiders came.
An ambush. As the team mapped the mine, they opened a sealed passage. The spiders poured out.
Many of our soldiers died fighting so Thirdborn's miners could escape. But we are determined to not let it end in tragedy. If you'd be willing, Envoy, you may even be the face of our triumph. If you destroyed the spiders' nests, it'd be a tremendous boon to us all. Isn't that right, Kada?
Don't presume to speak for me.
The mine's entrance is just down the path. Speak to Darla, the guard at the gate. He'll let you in.
Something for everyone. You. I've not seen you around before. I sell things to people who need things. It's an eclectic collection. Do you want to see my wares? something for everyone. But now unless you come look.
Just a little spark. Power goes a long way.
There we go. Working again at last. Told you there's nothing to worry about. Don't mind the kip from Third Board. They've been dealt a bad hand.
I saw you talking with our overseers. I'm guessing they sent you over to clean out the mines then? Take care of Thirdborn's mess. Alright. You be careful in there, Envoy. These are dark times. We don't need more good Adirans lost for nothing.
looks like this mine was unsafe even before this.
Beautifully. At least you have a lovely view as your juices are sucked out.
Never had a chance. saying a word.
Thank Wodaker you're back. We haven't much time.
Oh, good. A frantic man with explosives. We should go, now.
Don't tell me. The Steel Garrote want another bonfire, is that it? Well, you won't find us easy prey.
The Steel Garrote? I wish I served beneath their banner, but I suppose that doesn't matter now. Envoy, I need you to listen. We have one chance to avert war with Thirdborn, and it's by blowing up the mine right now. If we arm Thirdborn, we arm them against Adir. I thought you would understand. Fine. I'll do what I must.
You asked for
I'm coming for you, X.
Ah, Envoy. Good to see you again. We wanted to,
I want answers, Envoy.
We saw the guard, Darla, headed after you, and, heard some, shouting. What exactly happened? I don't know what to say.
Really? Say on? No ideas at all?
Please, Carter. Know that neither I nor Weemgar had any idea, none whatsoever. Once we're done here, I shall order a full review of our ranks. If we have any other rats, I shall deal with them myself.
You know, I'm inclined for once to believe you.
You've done well, Envoy. Because of you, Adir's word matches her deed. Thank you.
We'll do our part.
I'll manage it from here, Envoy. Don't worry. The mines are open and free again, so all should be well.
Who's next? Subtle as a mouse.
Am sick Heise! Die Heise!
That was a close one. Forgive me. I keep thinking of home.
Urgon's 10 frosty balls are you doing here? How did you even find this place? Well, I don't smell his rumstick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. I knew that old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed. That's funny. Now tell me what he really said. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. I don't care what Taue does, and Koa should know better than to trust him. Much as I miss our best days, Envoy. They're not my crew anymore. I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
When I joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Thanks to you, Thirdborn will have all the ammunition they need to defend themselves. In theory. Point taken. At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge. And it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the living lands out of your Empire's clutches. Still, maybe a little gunpowder is better than none at all. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an animancer, not a strategist. What are you so curious about? Well, my future is in shambles, and I have no idea what to do next. Oh, and my home burned down. Apart from that, fine. Truthfully, I'm a bit lost. Leaving Fiormesiverno was supposed to be liberating. We've seen and done incredible things, but I'm no closer to finishing my family's work. What I'm up against is much bigger than either of us. Through animancy, I can harness the wild essence of the living lands and put it to good use. But what if I tried, only to have it lash out and destroy me? I'd be no better off than my parents. The Dream Scourge is infecting our Adra, holding back my work. Until I understand it, until I can control it, I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm... nothing. Of course. I've heard that one before. Quilici always told me to slow down, to stop and appreciate the land I'm trying so hard to fix. But how can I slow down when I only have one lifetime to get this right? I'll find answers in the garden. For better or worse. If I must.
Do you think those Adirans were onto something? Or were they onto something before you ended their studies? Do you think they could have cured the Dream Scourge? I think it was worth a try, at least. I just hope we made the right decision. I suppose you're right. But we missed an opportunity to learn more, and we won't get such a chance again. I hate to see it slip through our fingers. Had you left them to their own devices, who knows what we would have gained? A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they found treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? But our loss, I suppose. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you would... unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Sweet dreams, Envoy. I know I'm beautiful, darling, but usually my admirers hide their stares a little better.
Oh, I wasn't... I mean, you do look lovely, but... all this time on the road, and you look as fresh as spring berries. I just wondered how you do it.
Oh, why thank you. It took a while to find a product that worked so well.
Any tips for scales? No matter how much I scrub, I never feel like I'm getting the dust out.
Sweetheart, I would love to build a regimen for you. Next time we stop at Paradise, we can steal away to Juliana's. Oh, she's sure to have something we can use.
It's a date.